Hello, hello. Wait, can you hear me? Am I heard? Can you guys see me? Hello, hello. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're new here, hi, I'm FEARSONA. You can call me Sona, and I'm here, or Imona. And I'm here to mess up my intro as always, because this is an integral part of my stream now. And I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber, here to give you full body chills. So anyway, well, here to give you full body chills today with some very creepy facts. Very creepy. Something that will make you need a hot beverage, preferably a matcha latte, because this is a signature beverage of this channel. If you don't like matcha latte, can I overlook this? I don't know, can I? I guess so. It's fine. I guess it's fine, but you should try. So, creepy facts now. Moving on from fun facts. Oh yeah, this is not fun facts with fear. This is like unfun facts with fear. No, this is creepy facts with Kimona. No, wait, because I need something with C in it. Wait, okay. Wait, eerie facts with Imona. No, but that doesn't even cover it. No, not really. Okay, I need something with C that kind of goes with creepy. Oh, whatever. Okay. Heck yeah, unfun facts. Okay, sure. Hey Sona, did you know that Robert Pickton was stabbed in prison? The same guy we covered a couple of days ago. Yeah, I did see the news that he is clinging onto life on life support or something because he was stabbed. Don't care, as in, like, you know, like, okay, that's news, not yeah, but like, oh, boo-hoo, oh no. Oh no, he will not be missed, because like I didn't even know, like I honestly thought he was already dead, but I guess he's not dead and he was in prison, and well, I mean, rightfully so, because he murdered a lot of women, and he quite literally Robert Pickton, like, if you don't know, he was a serial killer, and he killed a lot of sex workers, a lot of yeah, like I think mostly he would target sex workers and very like vulnerable women. So for example, women in very tough financial situation, or you know, like women with drug addiction, and these were like, this was the profile of his victims. And then he would offer them a job at his farm, his pig farm. Then he would murder them, and essentially he would turn them, like, either feed their body to the pigs or literally turn them into sausage. Like, he would add human meat to, like, the meat of his victims to whatever produce he was making on his farm. So meat produce, yeah. All right, hello. Human sausage, yeah, like he fed. I did talk about it in my other stream, but he would literally, there was this one occasion where there was some kind of town fair, you know, in his town, and he would bring some meat, kind of right, like produce from his farm, so sausages, whatnot. Something that, like, you can't really tell which part of the pig it is, right? But the problem is the sausages were not entirely from pork. Yeah, they were human too. He will not be missed. Yeah, he will not be missed, absolutely. Okay, you guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you're having a good day, because this is where it ends. Your good day ends here. I do have a lot of creepy facts from Ask Reddit subreddit. Ask Reddit subreddit. Well, from a thread in the Ask Reddit subreddit. And there's gonna be some creepy ones. I mean, all of them are creepy, but there's gonna be a lot of creepy ones. But before we begin, I just wanted to remind you guys that there's gonna be a scary videos live stream on Patreon tomorrow, and then we will have also a true crime stream here on YouTube on Sunday, as always. Doing fantastic today, Big Slim. Okay, that's great. That's great. This is where it ends. How is my awesome angry mob buds doing? How are okay? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just like misread it. I don't know. I can't read today. Which doesn't help because I have to read a lot today. I'm on a long weekend. Well, this is great, and this is what you chose, Fabian. This is what you chose to relax to. I mean, yeah, sure. If you wanna contemplate some creepy facts for the rest of your weekend, that's knock yourself out. And doing great, Slim. Yeah. Whoa, we are in long mode today. Yes, we are in long mode. I guess, like in the vertical mode. Yeah, I forgot to mark it. Like I should have marked that the stream is vertical. I mean, not that it matters. It's fine. Because you can still like watch it in horizontal. It's just gonna be kind of weird. Or if you're watching on your phone, that's I guess that's the most convenient. It just looks best. Question mark. Reading is hard. So many sentences. Oh, absolutely. I see, like I have to like, also I'm not used to like reading my chat from this side, but for some reason, wait. Okay. I have to like just switch some stuff. And I got a Pokemon Nuzlocke going. Hey, one of my favorite VTubers is on. All I need now is a Mountain Dew. And a Mountain Dew and some creepy facts. I am already stressed over other stuff. This is going to be nothing. Oh, is it? Okay, well, let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say something, but okay. This is like before creepy facts. I do have a fun fact, and it's wildly interesting. I did know about this I did not know about this like in the past, but I guess like my phone app just reminded me of this fact. Did you guys know that when surgeons have to treat severe burn wounds, right, like injuries, they sometimes, like, instead of a kind of a classic skin graft, they actually do something called like fish skin treatment, right? Fish skin graft. So instead of like a normal skin graft, they take fish skin and put it on the burns. Like they actually cover the patient's burn wounds with fish skin, and it actually makes them recover because of high collagen content in the skin of the fish. Like it actually helps. Essentially, like it helps healing in the healing process of the burn wounds. So yeah, patients, like it looks very interesting. Patients look like Aquaman. I don't know. They are covered in like partially, right? Like wherever the burn marks are or the burn injuries are, they are covered with fish skin, and it's very, very interesting. It's an interesting method. It's been, it's been used for quite a while now, because they discovered like, oh, actually covering the burn wounds with fish skin is just beneficial and builds back the skin and doesn't, like, oh, it helps healing and it helps with I think scarring, so maybe the scarring is not as severe. So yeah, they do that, and then obviously you can opt for like a normal skin graft, but this can, you can start with that. You can start with fish skin. The more you know. So you essentially become a part fish. Yes, you become mermaid, I guess. Big brain move. Thanks, science. Hey, yes to science. Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science. Fish skin on burn. Healthy, and maybe let me just look it up, because like I thought it was very interesting and I wanted to wait. Fish skin grafts, or skin grafts. Yeah, fish skin grafts are being used in medical applications to reinforce soft tissue where weakness exists. Oh, okay. The process involves removing scales and cells from the skin, sterilizing it, and applying it to wounds. Human skin cells then proliferate into the fish skin, aiding wound healing. But yeah, they usually use tilapia, I guess, like in Brazil. It says in Brazil, tilapia fish skin has been used as a biological dressing for faster wound healing and reduced pain. Super, super interesting. I forgot about this, and it's such a neat fact. The fact that we just figured, like humans figured out how to do this, and well, the fact that medicine just, right, like science and medicine, like just humans were capable of figuring out all those different methods throughout centuries to treat different conditions. The fact that we can actually do an open freaking abdominal surgery on someone and they can survive and they can just like close the patient up and the patient is fine is amazing. You know, the anesthesia is amazing. Any surgery that, you know, is kind of like, now it's treated as, oh, completely regular and not dangerous at all. That's amazing too. But yeah, big brain. We got, you know, humanity has got big brain. I mean, some of us don't. Some of us are an idiot that cannot, you know, do their intro properly, even though she's been streaming for like 2-3 years now. Congrats to me. Okay, you guys, I think we can switch to some creepy facts. You got a big brain. No, I don't. The human mind is extremely amazing and terrifying. Yeah, like at the same time. I think we will one day. I think humanity is gonna take it a step too far. I think that's gonna happen eventually. I mean, let's face it. Like this has been, like we've been kind of doomed to make that mistake at one point or another. Especially like I think with AI, with artificial intelligence, like eventually. Like I've been watching too much Star Trek. I've been watching, like I kind of finished the first series, right? Like the classic Star Trek series from like was it 60s, 70s? And then I'm currently on Star Trek The Next Generation. And this time Riker is a man whore. But I really love Data. I really love Mr. Data. It's great. But there were a couple of episodes where it just made me think like, oh yeah, this is kind of a foreshadowing of what's going to happen in the future with like AI, with androids, with yeah. I'm an AI. Artificial idiot. Humans can make crazy things throughout time. Oh yeah, absolutely. And eventually, as I said, we're gonna take it a step too far. I mean, we've already done a couple of things that were a step too far, but yeah, I feel like with artificial intelligence, which by the way was a topic of a couple of episodes in Star Trek The Next Generation, it's growing on me. Like at first I was just like, no, ew, no, like the classic is, you know, like the first one was so good, I miss the characters, I miss Mr. Spock and everyone else, and then The Next Generation, like it started kind of meh, but then it started growing on me, and the characters are great. Like honestly, I really like the characters. I really like Mr. Data. I really like Worf, and just everyone. Also, Wesley Crusher. That's the young kind of. What's his position? Like he's just like a son of the spaceship, like the Enterprise's Dr. Crusher. But then he kind of turns out that he's a genius. Kind of like in engineering and everything, and yeah, he becomes like kind of has a role, like he's going to go, like he was attempting to get into the Starfleet Academy, but he failed that time, but he would have succeeded. It's okay, it's complicated. You guys have to watch this because it's shut up, Wesley. No, every time I see him, because I've watched The Big Bang Theory, and the actor who plays Wesley Crusher, Will Wheaton, has like a role in The Big Bang Theory. Like he plays himself, but he's like the kind of asshole version of himself, kind of, and has this like spat with Sheldon going on, and every time like he does something, Sheldon just goes like, "Damn you, Will Wheaton!" And yeah, you know, and then when I'm kind of like watching Star Trek The Next Generation with young Will Wheaton, I'm like, wow, okay, I know why Sheldon liked this character, but then like, oh, the actor turned out to be an asshole, kind of like in the show. But it's really nice. Like it's growing on me. Fear is really a big nerd. Hey, I mean, yes, but hey. No, I really got in, like I really did get into it. Like I haven't watched like all of the episodes yet. I'm not done. Like I'm currently on season 3 of Star Trek Next Generation, and it's pretty interesting. It is pretty interesting. Like it's fun. I mean the fact that, you know, like it's I'm still watching. It's yeah, I don't know. I highly recommend. I actually recommend. Like it's fun. It's just very straightforward, but not straightforward. It's very interesting, but it is straightforward. Like they're right like on this mission exploring space, and yeah, it's you know, highly recommended. So like if you guys are interested, you can watch from the beginning, right? Like the classic, the original Star Trek, and then Star Trek Next Generation. It's yeah, I am super invested now. Okay. You guys, as for, let's go to creepy facts. It's time. Tis time. Okay, let me... Okay. So, we are in the subreddit Ask Reddit, and the thread is, what are some very creepy facts? Let's go to the first one, and we're off to a great start because I read this one before I started the stream. Okay. The Colombian serial killer Pedro Alonso Lopez, who is known as the Monster of the Andes, raped and murdered over 300 girls. Oh my god, I did look him up before and I was going to cover this case, but I thought it was too much. Murdered over 300 girls from Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia. However, after he was caught and imprisoned for 18 years, only 18 years for 300 girls? Are they out of their minds? He was put in a psychiatric hospital. There he was reviewed. There he was reviewed, declared to be sane, and was set free. Why? I didn't know about this. Why? Okay, so there he was reviewed, declared to be sane, and was set free. Are we missing the 18 years in prison, or so 300 victims? In spite of his blatant avowal that he fully intends to kill again. What the hell? Since he was released in 1998, nobody knows where he is or what he's doing. He is supposed to be 71 years old. Oh my god, I thought he was older. He is supposed to be 71 years old at present. He is known for being the most prolific serial killer ever. Yep, so he is free. He is out there. He is... 71 is honestly like, if you take care of yourself. Like, come on, my grandpa is like 83 and he's still pretty active and pretty, like, he's still working. 71, like at 71, my grandpa, yeah, like if you got into a fist fight with my grandpa at 71, he could probably beat you up. Like, you know, he was much more like, now, yeah, like now he's kind of like, oh, his health is declining a little bit, but he's still active. Dude, 71, you could still do, oh my god, that's horrible. That is horrible. Why is he free? I thought, like, okay, what, how does that make sense? So he was in prison for 18 years. Then he was, at the same time, was he put in psychiatric hospital? And then after he was reviewed, he was declared sane, which means like, okay, to me it means, all right, well, you're sane. You're going back, off you go to back to prison because you killed 300 girls, 300 people in a very horrible, brutal way. Just, oh, absolutely disgusting. What the heck? Sona's grandpa is a beast. Yes. No, my grandpa just like never stopped working. And honestly, like there's a huge difference between, I think I talked about it in another one of my streams, but there is a huge difference between my grandpa and my grandma. Like my grandma, she kind of retired from working, you know, way back. And she honestly, like, compared to my grandpa who's still working, she's not like in a very good health. Like, she's okay, but much worse health than you know, like my grandpa. Like, yeah, she is, like, her kind of behavior and her health is in line with like an 82, 83-year-old. But my grandpa is, you know, he's still active. He's still in pretty good health, and he had cancer before, so you know, he's in remission. Okay, next one. My grandmother and grandfathers, who I never met, they never made it to their 70s. I wish they did. I wish they had. I mean, yeah, some are lucky to make it to 90, to 100. Some are not so lucky, right? Like, some people pass, you know, they die at 70. They die much earlier. But still, you know, like, yeah, it's, I guess that's interesting. That's interesting about life, you know, how you... Well, we don't know when it's our time. My grandpa grew up during the Great Depression and worked when he was 11, 12 for raisins at a factory because the lead thought it was the lead thought it was a joke. I was like, the lead? The lead thought it was a joke. I respect him greatly. Absolutely. I can't speak. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, like, your grandpa wanted to work. Very young age. So, mad respect. At 11, 12, I was just like, Mom, I have a test tomorrow. I don't want to study. Or like, I don't want to clean up my room. Man, I wish I could slap my younger self. Just be like, clean your room. Get your ass up. I have a 91-year-old grandpa who's a Korean war vet. 91. Yeah, like my friend, I think that Korea and Japan have pretty long life expectancy. Like, they have the oldest people, some of the oldest people. My friend's grandma and grandpa, like, I think they are in their hundreds. I think her grandma just, I think she just celebrated her, like, 106th? I don't remember, 106th birthday? She's not going anywhere. She's still, like, kicking. Like, I don't know. Yeah, she's in pretty good health. Okay. Is that killer the dude who is said to have gotten washed ashore somewhere and some lady stopped people from putting him down? I don't know. This is I would have to look into it, because I know of him. I knew about the 300 girls from, like, the victims. I knew that he was a horrible person. He was a monster. Or is. Who knows? He might be alive. If he's 71, it's very possible. Okay, that's horrible. Why did they release him? I cannot begin to imagine why. This is just failure of the system. How do you deem him sane and then you're like, oh, then they're like, well, he's sane. He can go. He spent 18 years in prison. Well, he killed 300 girls. That's like, I don't know, if each girl would have lived for, let's say, 80 years. That doesn't even cover it. That doesn't even cover one. Stupid. Stupid is what it is. Okay. If you get a blood transfusion and get the wrong type of blood, A, B, O, AB, one of the symptoms is a sense of impending doom. I mean, I know this is, in reality, this is a horrifying fact. This is pretty horrible. If this happens to someone, I'm so sorry it happened to you, and I'm sure it was, you know, like, I mean, if you're here, then they saved you, but I'm sure it's horrible. It's not a fun experience, but does this mean if I'm there, like, oh, if I'm in that situation and the doctor gives me the blood, right, like, I get the transfusion and the doctor suddenly says, like, oh shit, oh shoot, this is the wrong blood, and I'm like, well shit, this is the sense of impending doom, well shit, I'ma go. Oh my god. Wait, what? There is a tiny little jellyfish which can induce the same sensation of impending doom, along with some serious pain and likely hospitalization. It's only tiny as well, about the size of a fingernail. Oh, I know which one. I think I know which one they're talking about. There's like this bluish, like it has like this bluish, reddish hue, like weird marks on its body. And I've been seeing TikToks where people like actually like pick it up and, you know, show it to the camera. I'm like, bitch, you're about to have an out-of-body experience. Don't touch it. Wait, is it okay? It's called the Irukandji. I don't know how to pronounce it. Irukandji jellyfish. Let me check. Let me see what it looks like. Is it the one that I think of? Is that? Okay. Oh no, okay, never mind. It's not that. I mean, no, wait, hold up. This is showing me like pretty normal jellyfish. That is horrifying. But I've been seeing like videos on TikTok, and apparently sounds like an Australian jellyfish. Yeah, like apparently there's like a lot of as I said, like I've been seeing a lot of like those short videos where someone is picking up like the weird blue, green, orange looking little sea creature, and people in the comments be like freaking out. They freak out and they're like, drop it, don't touch it. Apparently it's highly poisonous, it's highly like venomous or something, and you can really end up in the hospital. And venomous sea life are terrifying, absolutely. The blue-ringed octopus scares me. Same with lionfish and stonefish. Some of those are super. I think the deep ocean, deep sea kind of deep sea. Is that how you say it? Like deep sea fish? I guess deep ocean, deep sea fish. Yeah, those are terrifying. They look terrifying. They act terrifyingly. And they are just not your friends. Like don't play with them. They look scary. The deep ocean is scary. The depths of the sea and oceans are scary. I wouldn't wait, what is the fear of like deep waters? Thalassophobia? Thalassophobia? I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, I have that. I can't. Okay, next one. There is a genetic disease called fibrodysplasia. Fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva. Okay. When tissue is damaged, it is replaced with holy sh. Okay. When tissue is damaged, it is replaced with bone. Growths from underneath their skin and their joints lock solid. So over time, those affected slowly become encased in a prison of bone just beneath their own skin. They usually have to choose between sitting or standing up for the rest of their life. By the end of their life, they have to drink every meal through a straw and can barely move. Oh my god. Oh, this is horrible. Oh my god. And you're like trapped. This is a prison. You're trapped in your own body. You can't move. I mean, I'm pretty sure like there's a lot of medical conditions that render someone incapable of moving, right? Like there are different types of like paralysis and what is the name of that condition? Like cerebral palsy. There are like severe forms of cerebral palsy, I can't pronounce it, that just render the person pretty much incapable of moving. I mean, I might be wrong. I might be mixing it up with something else. Or like spinal injuries, they also render you, like some of them, like if they are severe enough, then yeah, you know, someone might be incapable of moving. Just like they can just move their eyes or something, their pupils. That sounds like being stuck in a fleshy casket. Yeah, like, but it's only your skin. Everything beneath your skin is then like bone, and it's just, oh my god. Scoliosis. Oh, scoliosis, where your spine is in the line. Yeah, like that's another condition that's yeah, that can be pretty bad. Yeah, the thought of bone physically making you unable to move is somehow scarier than nerve issues. Yeah, like it just, I guess it, because it's like nerve issues, I guess like nothing really changed. It's just like the nervous system just rendered you, right, like incapable of moving anything, but nothing really changes inside. But because this, I think that's it, that the thought that everything in your body inside just kind of is overgrown with bone tissue is the scary part. Okay, so, and someone commented to that, and removing the excess bone with surgery is no option either, because the injuries from the surgery will create even more bone. Oh my god. Somehow this is worse than the original comment. Oh my god, so even if you get a surgery, like you can't really get a surgery because it's just gonna create more bone. So it's gonna make it worse. That is horrible. So they... Oh my god. So essentially they're just, yeah, you just have to, like, if you're diagnosed with this, like it's just, I mean, unless there's some kind of treatment, like new treatment, experimental treatments, I'm pretty sure they are working on it. You know, like science is gonna evolve that way, right? Like eventually they're gonna find a method for any condition, hopefully. You know, some conditions that were thought to be incurable in the past, like, oh, now they are treatable. I don't know if curable, but treatable. So maybe they can find a good method in the future, but for now it doesn't seem so. And it seems like, yeah, like even if you try to physically remove the bone, like it's just gonna make it worse. So you just have to let it happen. Oh my god. Horrible. Okay, next one. Over 90% of serial killers... Why is it always about serial killers? Okay. Over 90% of serial killers choose their victims through sexual desire. In fact, many serial killers have been caught because they returned to the body of their victims to... well, to have some fun time, to masturbate. That is so true. Some of them... Okay, some of the serial killers in the past... some of them were stupid and they kind of like returned to the crime scene, or killers, not necessarily serial killers, but some killers returned to the crime scene or stayed at the crime scene to like take a shower, eat something from the fridge, and I guess they weren't caught immediately because at the time, like, oh, there wasn't like any form of DNA testing or enough DNA testing available to kind of like, oh, okay, well, he took a bite out of an apple, we can... I think I'm pretty sure the Night Stalker partly was caught because of a bite into an apple. Like they had the bite mark. I think that was part of the process of like getting him, because of like a bite mark into an apple, because he ate at the victim's house. It's crazy. I don't know. Ugh. Of course they do that. Yeah, like that. Well, they do this, which fucked up, but they also eat your food. So, well, now I think now they wouldn't do this because, like, yeah, if they eat some food, although some still do, but you know, if they eat something, like you just risk leaving more of your DNA at the crime scene. So I guess they don't do that. But I vaguely remember that the Night Stalker did that. Like he ate an apple or something. He bit into an apple, and then they just kind of like saw the bite mark, and they kind of like started looking by dental records too. So yeah. Okay, next one. Bacteria and viruses can be frozen for millions of years and still be viably infectious, and having never encountered humanity before, could have no end of catastrophic results should they be uncovered and manage to infect a person or animal. Not to worry though, it's not like millions of ancient pathogens are currently trapped in permafrost, which is now melting bit by bit each and every day. yeah, let's not worry. Let's not raise any alarms. Let's not ring alarms. It's okay. It's all safe. Also, not like, you know, scientists are not like traveling to the sub-Arctic regions to kind of get those viruses out of the permafrost and study them in those very supposedly very safe, high security labs that, if we remember how pandemic started, where did it come from? Well, which like, right, like what? I mean, it didn't come from like an animal. To me, I think it's very clear. Also the Lyme disease, I'm sorry, the Lyme disease didn't come from like naturally from an animal. Well, yeah, it did, but at the same time I talked about this, and yeah, there was a certain lab, and we know that also CDC sometimes is pretty cheap, and it's just kind of skims on safety measures sometimes. Like tape incident. It's great. Like I remember like this, I talked about it in another stream, but one of the like big, I think it was like in Atlanta, or like either Atlanta CDC lab or somewhere else like in the States, and I remember there was like a scandal because they used like literally duct tape to secure deadly viruses. I think it was like Ebola and something else with duct tape. Like it wasn't like the fridge, the refrigerator where those viruses were kept. It was like just kind of duct tape because it had some gaps, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's insane. Yeah, like if you think that, don't worry, like there wasn't like you know, a couple of incidents with CDC. There were dozens with CDC. Which is not reassuring. Okay, human eyes don't reflect light at night like animals do. I like to say this fact to my wife at a campfire. That's so okay, that's just mean. That's just mean, what the fuck? Fun fact, this is due to a reflective layer that bounces light back to give it another pass to capture light. Nocturnal animals literally have a double exposure eyes. Also, owls, they can't turn their eyes, actually. That's why they are capable of turning their head like almost 180 degrees. Or, yeah, pretty much. Because they can't turn their eyeballs. That's why. Then nature is crazy. Nature is like just amazing, you know, like, oh, well, let me, I don't know, like nature, mother nature creating owls and be like, well, I want a bird, but I don't want it to be able to kind of like turn their eyes. So, you know, so instead, let me just rotate their neck in an extreme way so that they can actually like look left and right. Well, they can't turn their head 360. I think they can turn their head like almost, I guess, like, well, 180 definitely, but yeah. There's an owl among us. Bless. Why am I getting blessed with owls? Bless. It's part of their nature fear, I guess so. 280. No, nice. Yeah, like 180 definitely, like yeah, like more than a, right, like 280. Yeah, that makes sense. Fun fact. Okay, wait. Next one. Bless. Your eyes have a separate immune system from the rest of your body. If they get damaged in such a way that it affects anything other than your eyes, your regular immune system can attack the damage and will not recognize them, meaning your own body can permanently blind you. Great. What's worse, your body cannot tell the difference between either eye. If one of them gets infected or damaged, your immune system can attack your healthy eye. Oh my god, what is wrong with us? Your immune system can attack your healthy eye and take away your eyesight entirely. Okay, I would like to file a complaint. Can I return it? Like, I would like a refund. Why? This is horrible. What the heck? So like I mean, okay, I'm not, honestly, I'm not surprised. Like, motion sickness already is just kind of insane. The fact that I'm sitting, like, I have motion sickness, and the fact that I have to, you know, whenever I sit down and I want to play a game, usually like first person perspective, like first person shooters, that's pretty intense. Like if it's first person perspective, it's pretty intense on my motion sickness. But like, oh, motion sickness is just, I said it yesterday, but oh, motion sickness is the inability of the brain to recognize the movements or synchronize with somehow, like, oh, if you're, you know, recognize that the other parts of your body are not in motion when it's looking at something that is in motion, right? Like for example, when I'm playing the classrooms or something, like, oh, my brain is not recognizing that, hey, my body isn't moving, but then my body is like, well, I think something's wrong. I think I've been poisoned. This is a plot. This is an assassination attempt. This is what my body does whenever I play a game that's like FPS. My body is just like, this is an assassination attempt. Abort, abort. We're gonna puke. So this is the attempt, like, oh, an attempt of my body of a human body to remove toxins by vomiting. So inducing vomit or inducing nausea. And yeah. So yeah, that sucks. I love how someone commented, "Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared." No. Oh my god. That's pretty hilarious. I see we are doomed. I see. Coming from a guy that fears being blind. Oh, hell nah. What the hell? I know, right? Like, this is insane. Also, I would be careful about going to like public pools. Like, you know, just don't, because it's been like, it's known that public pools are kind of like, oh, yeah, it is not very likely, it's not very common, obviously, but it's known that a lot of flesh-eating bacteria just develop in those like public pools if they are not properly sterilized with like chlorine. There was actually a case here in Taiwan not too long ago. There was a case here in Taiwan where a couple of people got flesh-eating bacteria from this like one public pool here. And yeah, public pools are known for people to pee there. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's like common. That's like super common. I'm pretty sure like if you're in a public pool, like you're swimming in piss, essentially. Ever since I learned about brain-eating amoeba, I was afraid of sharing pools and stuff. Yep. I think that was it. Like in Taiwan, there was like this one case, like one public pool, and they had like, you know, like it had some kind of flesh-eating or brain-eating amoeba, and yeah, they literally, like a couple of people just got that. So yeah, no. and soon Grim will go to the pool rooms. Ah! No, I don't want to. I don't want. This is scary. Okay. So is there a reason they have a separate immune system? Oh. Okay. So is there a reason they have a separate immune system? The eyes. Let's see the answer. Much like the nervous system and testes, the cells present, such as sperm and dendritic cells, are irregularly shaped, causing them to be labeled as foreign entities. Over the years, the human body has evolved in a way to suppress immune response in these areas, since inflammation may end up doing more harm than good by destroying cells in areas that do not naturally regenerate or do so at an extremely slow rate. As mentioned before, the high chance of false positive makes natural immune response highly unfavorable. These areas of immune response suppression are called immune privileged. Interesting. This allows for transplants such as eye transplants to be relatively successful in these areas compared to... Oh! I see. Okay, so this allows for transplants such as eye transplants to be relatively successful in these areas compared to more immune active areas. This in turn prompted stem cell research to be conducted in the eye socket and nervous system due to the decreased rejection rates. Interesting. In HIV infections, the long-lived immune cells of the nervous system can become a reservoir for the virus despite antiviral medication flushing the majority of the virus out of the body by suppressing its production. As a side note, if we weren't disturbed enough. As a side note, while the testes are not critical to survival, the human body is a machine with one sole purpose: to pass down its copy of genes or be considered a failure. In the eyes of evolution, damaged goods is a fate worse than death. Wow, that's harsh. What the heck? Okay, that's pretty harsh. Damaged goods is a fate worse than death? I mean, I guess in the eyes of evolution, I guess it makes sense, but did she say testes? Yes, I did say testes. Is it testes or is it tasties? No, it's testes. Listen, lay off me. I am not a native speaker. I'm just a Polish girl trying to maneuver through some very difficult words for me to pronounce. So no! Oh, come on! I said testes. Yes, I did say the other thing, but I'm not gonna repeat it because you guys are gonna just bully me because of it. And oh no, not my excuse me. But in our eyes, that's just okay. That's just no. Oh, no, yeah. Testes. Just testes. How does Sona? Oh god. I'm hoping to learn more Polish and maybe try some of their foods. Try Polish food. Not all of it is healthy. It's not very healthy, but you know, you could always try. Okay. Next one. This happened to my spermatozoa. What? Okay. I fractured a testicle in college. Ow! And leaks. Ow! Okay, I can't imagine that. Oh my god. Okay, I fractured a testicle. Isn't that like? See, I don't have testicles, and it sounds painful. Well, I mean, technically, ovaries and testicles are the same. Just, well, they were at one point. This is a fun fact, actually. When human, like, you know, the embryo and then therefore like human baby develops in the womb, at one point, I think it's like at 6 weeks, 6 to 12 weeks, I believe. No, wait. No, later. It's later. When it develops, it actually, like, before it develops into like either, right, like sex, the ovaries and testes are essentially the same. It's just that when genetically, you know, the baby is then determined to be a male, the testes actually drop. Right. Those ovaries, they kind of drop. Yeah. So at one point we are all genetically, well, I mean, anatomically female at one point, but then it changes. Then it's just kind of, right, like it just determines which one, like which way we go. Wait, let me just look it up, because like I'm not good at putting it into words, but wait, let me see. Because there was this, yeah, like there was this one. There was like the fun fact that I had before, and wait. Are testes and ovaries the same? Well, they're not the same, but like at first, like while they're developing, like, oh, they kind of transform. But yeah. Wait. Well, anyway. Plus 10 psychic damage. Well, you can look it up. I think in the very, very early stages of pregnancy, like, oh, when it's forming, right? Like, I'm not saying, oh, they're not the same, but at one point, like, oh, they're very similar, right? Like, they're kind of like, they're evolving from the same thing, and then they drop, right? Like, one just forms into ovaries, one forms into testes. So interesting. Okay. So this happened to my spermatozoa. I fractured a testicle in college, ow, and leaked sperms into my bloodstream. When the white blood cells encountered the sperms, they formed antibodies to them because sperms shouldn't be in blood. Oddly, white blood cells can go anywhere they want. Yeah, they're like VIPs. White blood cells, they're like Secret Service. They can go anywhere they want, but because they recognize sperm as bad guys in one location, they have determined sperms to be bad guys in any location. So now they seek out and kill all my little guys as soon as my nuts hatch them. No, this is so messed up. What the fuck, human body? What is going on? Why? Oh, that's so... Oh my god. This is nuts. And that's not... I wasn't... pun not intended, but this is nuts. Oh god. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this is one of those conditions where, yeah, like it renders you infertile. I suppose, like it just... Yeah, like your body just naturally attacking the cells that it's not supposed to attack. Yeah. Sona, can I have a different body? I think mine is trying to kill me. I think we're all of our bodies. Mine is like trying to, I guess, like save me from an assassination attempt, but at the same time giving me motion sickness, so I'm really like getting sick. Civil war in the testes. Tasties. Why? Oh my god. That's so horrible. Also, Shai Shai, thank you so much for the super. It's crazy that YouTube now allows for like likes. Like liking the super chat. I mean, that's great, but also like, what the heck? That looks okay, let me send a heart. Okay, I could do this. I could do this before. Like send a heart to the... Can I pin this? No, I can't. Okay, never mind. Avengers. Tasty civil war. Testes civil war. No. Okay. Okay. Next one. I have a friend with uveitis. Uveitis? Where her immune system attacks her eyes. Left untreated, she will gradually go blind. That's horrible. Luckily, she takes meds for it, and that suppress her immune system, but those can be kind of nasty too, especially in COVID times. Yeah, this is another thing, like, right? Like, this is so paradoxical, because for some conditions, you have to take, like, immunosuppressants to treat your condition that, you know, if otherwise untreated, would lead to, let's say, like, loss of eyesight or other very serious, right, like, serious, what is the... serious I forgot the word. Shit. Serious shit. No, wait. Serious... Not repercussions. Serious... My brain is not braining anymore. Come on, brain, Google Translate. Come on. Don't... No, serious... What? Like, if you're... Okay, not like blindness, but like, oh, if you're not taking medications for your, let's say, medical condition, if left untreated, it can lead to serious what? Serious... God damn it! I'm having a problem here. I don't need peace. I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. Wait. No. No, not okay, not ramifications. I was looking for another word. Complications. Yes. Well, someone has a brain fart. Yeah, like I couldn't... Complications, yeah. Also, Jose, thank you. Sending a postcard from OZ. Oh no! Wait, OZ. Wait, what is OZ? Wait, that's not... wait. Jose, stay safe. I hope you're safe. I hope it's gonna pass by. It's not gonna, like, you know... Wait, OZ, what is... Which state is OZ? Which state is OZ? Oz? Okay, listen. Okay, listen. From Oz, Kansas? You mean Kansas? But it's all. Okay, listen. I'm not from the States. I forgot. I didn't know that there's no state with OZ. I was like, I genuinely thought it was Oregon for some reason. Why? Oh, you meant Oz. Yeah. Sona, as an American citizen, that hurt. I'm sorry. There's no Oz in the US. There's Oregon, but no, because I thought it was the what is it called? Like abbreviation? But Oregon is not, or like OZ. Isn't Oregon like is it OGOR? It's probably something else, because Oregon. Because it'd be like that. It'd be confusing like that. What is Oregon? Like short for Oregon? Is it abbreviation? Or is it something else? OR. Oh, OR. Yeah. You never. I did. Wizard of Oz. It's yeah, I did. I know the story, and it was in Kansas, wasn't it? Was it Kansas? Yeah. Like Dorothy was from Kansas. Nope, I'm in the land of the Lone Star. Oh, Texas! Hey, watch out for Lone Star ticks in Texas. Even though that's not, like, no relation, because Lone Star ticks were just anywhere. I think we're actually on the East Coast. Like, Lone Star ticks. Yeah, those, avoid, run, avoid at all costs, because they are vicious and they carry Lyme disease. Abbreviation. Is it am I just am I pronouncing it incorrectly? Oh, whatever. Okay. Okay, next one. Rosemary Kennedy. Oh, this one I know. Oh my god, I know this story. This is another creepy fact. Rosemary Kennedy was JFK's sister. She suffered from oxygen deprivation at birth, and that unfortunately stunted her mental growth. She had a pretty decent childhood, but as she grew older, she began to act out. Afraid that her behavior would risk his political career, her father, Joseph, agreed to have her lobotomized. I know this story. It's so... it's horrible. So he agreed to have her lobotomized. Her mother, Rose, was against it and forbade him from doing it. So he did it behind her back. What did he do? He did it anyway because, I don't know. So he did it behind her back when she went on a trip. This is horrible. After the operation, Rosemary's already low IQ was lowered even further, to the point she could no longer walk or communicate. This is, okay, her story is just sad. Her family had her locked up in an institution and basically disowned her. They never visited and never publicly acknowledged her anymore. Rosemary died at the age of 86. 86. She didn't like die early. She lived her life, her whole life, and they never visited. They never right? They were like, okay, we don't know her anymore. She's not part of the family anymore because she doesn't fit the image. Her mother never forgave her. Oh, sorry. Her mother never forgave her husband for what he had done. Also, like, mind you, the next comment actually talks about it, but like, it wasn't really, it's unknown if she had that low of an IQ. Like, she might have had some, I don't know, like, she just didn't. It's horrible. Okay, so this comment says, it's unknown if she had that low of an IQ. Though she did have some brain damage at birth, she was functional enough to read and write, and part of the reason she was lobotomized may have been involved sleeping around and being defiant. Oh my god, that's even worse. She had an active social life. Imagine being lobotomized because the general standard of the family was people like JFK and RFK, and you weren't living up to it. Oh, it's horrible. Actually, like, there's a lot of pictures of Rosemary Kennedy before the lobotomy, obviously, because after, like, she was just, right, like, she was erased from the family. But there's a lot of pictures, and she looks, right, among people she's socializing, she's like with her siblings too. And yeah, like I heard about it, like, oh, she had an active social life. She was just, yeah, like maybe she did have some brain damage because of that incident at birth, but it didn't seem that serious. But for some reason they really were insistent. Well, the father was very insistent on the lobotomy, and because it was, I mean, lobotomy is not a safe procedure and it's not practiced for a reason, and yeah, it rendered her pretty much like, yeah, it's oh my god, it's horrible. Yeah, like partly paralyzed, I guess, unable to communicate. It was, yeah, that family just, I don't know. Okay, next one. Remember that bath salts? What? Remember that bath salts cannibal guy from a couple years back? What? I don't. Okay, he wasn't high on bath salts when he did that. He was just kind of. He was just media speculate. That was just media speculation and bullshit. They only found pod in his system during the autopsy. We still have no idea why he flipped out. What bath salts guy? What? Wait. Bath salts. Hold up, cause cannibal. Oh, bath salt cannibal guy. Let's see. Okay, I got it. In May 2012, this is from 2012. In May 2012, Rudy Eugene chewed the face of homeless. Oh, this guy. Oh my god, I remember that. Okay, so in May 2012, Rudy Eugene chewed the face of homeless man Ronaldo Popo near the MacArthur Causeway and was fatally shot by cops. The Miami police speculated that the synthetic drug, bath salts, might have driven Eugene's madness. I was actually talking about it in the Michigan Dogman, I believe Michigan Dogman video. So when I was covering the Michigan Dogman case, one of the cases of like lycanthropy, I think that's how, lycanthropy, I forgot how to pronounce it, but the lycanthropy syndrome, I think, was Rudy Eugene. Like, okay, one of it was drugs possibly, but they didn't actually detect any bath salts in his system, and he literally like attacked a homeless person, a homeless guy, like just minding his own business, right? Like he just attacked him and he like literally ate his face. However, a report released by the Miami-Dade medical examiner revealed that Eugene was not high on bath salts or any other exotic street drug at the time of the attack. Bath salts were first linked to a man cannibalizing another man in Florida in 2014, and this was 2012, so 2 years before. But this turned out to be false speculation. Crazy. Miami cannibal attack. Yeah, like this, he just had very small amounts of marijuana in his system. So yeah, like I guess the lycanthropy, sorry, not lycanthropy, Jesus, I can't pronounce it. Clinical lycanthropy, lycanthropy, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. But yeah, like this is an actual condition, like clinical lycanthropy. So it is a mental disorder in which the patient believes that he is a wolf or some other non-human animal. This was actually connected. I was talking about it in my Michigan Dogman video. Lycanthropy, but it's P-Y. What a word. I know, right? But yeah, it makes people. There's been quite a few cases of, and I did talk about it in the Michigan Dogman video, but there was another case of this like clinical lycanthropy, where the guy kind of like the perpetrator, he was behaving in a weird, strange way like a couple of days like leading up to the attack, and he was talking about how he believed that he was growing fur, or like he was kind of getting weird like he was making like weird growling sounds, like he started behaving in a weird way. And on the day he was with his family at a restaurant, and suddenly he just ran off. And then he ran into this like random neighborhood residential area and saw a lady in front of her house, like she was just kind of sitting in front of her garage or something, and he attacked her. And so, you know, he was starting to like attack her, eat her face or something. And then the husband came out. He was trying to fight him off. He got injured very severely. The wife died. The husband barely survived. And yeah, the guy was just, I don't know, like he was just taken, I mean, obviously arrested. He also attacked like police officers. Apparently he displayed kind of incredible strength, and just, yeah, it was just crazy. Hey Rain, hi, how's it going? He was hit with the munchies? No, like, see, like this, Rudy, this case, like from 2012, like he had like just very small amount of marijuana in his system, so it's very unlikely that this was affecting him that much. But yeah, you know. Okay, the Chankiri tree is a tree in the Cambodian killing fields against which babies and small children were bashed after their parents had been killed. What? What is this? Why? Oh my god, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Dear lord. Cambodian killing fields against which... What? Why? Okay, I need to find out more. What the hell? A little more context for anyone interested. Are we interested? Do we want to have nightmares? No, we want to have nightmares. Okay. Okay. A little more context for anyone interested. Render me interested. The Cambodian genocide was a domestic genocide perpetrated against enemies of the state during Pol Pot's Khmer Rouge regime. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. This included anyone suspected of operating under foreign influences, members of the educated classes, and anyone espousing political or economic beliefs at odds with the state. Under the Khmer Rouge, about 1.2 million Cambodian nationals died from state-sponsored execution, starvation, and disease as part of the Year Zero policy, which reimagined the Cambodian state as an agrarian communist utopia. Jeez. The entire population of the capital city, Phnom Penh, I apologize, was executed and forced into agrarian labor. The killing fields were simply locations where executions were carried out. One notable killing field outside of Phnom Penh is the site of an ossuary and mausoleum, where victims of the genocide have been cataloged by their age, sex, and method of execution. The Chankiri tree stands in this field. Oh my god. Oh, that's horrible. I am not gonna sleep tonight. This is my life now. The worst part is that Pol Pot was never punished and was able to die in that— What the fuck? Excuse me? God. I mean that's, yeah, like, I mean, that's still shocking, but at the same time, I don't think it's the first nor the last person who did something horrible and just kind of got away with it or just lived their life to the end. There was a case, there's like a couple of cases, but there was, oh my god, there was this horrible case. I think I saw it recently where the victim was held by, like, two people were involved, right? Like I think it was like was it the victim's sister even, or maybe not sister, not like unrelated, but there was like a couple, right? A guy and a lady. I remember that the girl's name, the woman's name was Janice, one of the perpetrators, and they kept this teenage girl, or like young woman. They kept her hostage. They tortured her. They like assaulted her, and they would keep her in this like coffin or box under their bed for like 22 or 23 out of 24 hours a day, like at all times. In the summer it would get super hot in that coffin, and she was under their bed. She was just there for 23 hours a day. In the summer it would get like super hot, like 38 degrees Celsius. That is fucking hot. That is like, I don't know how many degrees. No, it's not Junkafurta. That was in, I think it was like either Canada or States. Let me look it up because I'm pretty sure I had it somewhere. It was horrible. Wait. Oh, and she was there for Colleen Stan. Yes, Colleen. So Colleen was held captive by Cameron and Janice Hooker inside their California home between 1977 and 1984 for 7 years. 7 years in a box. She was locked in a small coffin-like wooden box under their bed for 7 years and was occasionally let out only to be assaulted, whipped, or forced to do household chores. Colleen feared that if she attempted to escape, the company would harm her. So the company, because they told her, they actually like brainwashed her, and they told her that, oh, you know, we are part of an organization, an evil organization called the company. So they would threaten her. They would say like, oh, if you escape, the company would harm her and her family. So she remained the girl in the box for 7 years, signing a contract stating that she was their slave. Horrible. Like she eventually, like she managed to escape. And you know what the fucked up part is? That's not like, yeah, this is absolutely horrifying. But I think the most like heartbreaking and just like messed up part of this case is that after Colleen escaped, obviously she reported Cameron and Janice to the police. They were arrested. Janice kind of took the deal of like, okay, giving up Cameron and just confessing to everything in exchange for immunity. So Janice Hooker, one of the perpetrators, she was free. She was let free. She's out there. Like she changed her name, I believe. And yeah, she's I think she moved somewhere. I remember this because it was just so messed up. And yeah, like Janice took the deal. She was immune and she walked free, which great. It's fucked up. This is one of those cases that just makes me really upset. Lethal Company. Oh yeah, but the real company. Well, they were just making it up. But so the perpetrator hasn't been caught yet. Well, no, like she was caught, as in like the two of them were caught. It's just that she took a deal, like she demanded a deal where she's gonna confess to everything. She's gonna testify against Cameron, but then she's gonna, on the condition that, hey, you let me off. Like I'm gonna get immunity from getting punished for this case. So yeah, it's awful. Okay, I've been to the killing fields and seen the tree. It's a really eerie place. Fragments and bone and teeth everywhere. It's a real eye-opener. Oh my god, what the fuck? Alright. Next one. Let's move on. The men of the ship Essex, the true event that inspires the story Moby Dick, avoided islands after being shipwrecked for fear of cannibals. The islands were settled, and landing there would have brought salvation to the survivors. Ironically, because of this bypass, the men ran out of food and were forced to eat each other for survival. You know what's even creepier? 2 of the sailors were later rescued by an American ship. They were alone at sea for so long and had to cannibalize their crewmates to survive. When they saw their rescuers, they immediately stashed bones in their pockets. They didn't seem to care that they were rescued. They were obsessed with the bones of their fallen crewmates, so they can suck on the bone marrows. Even after they were on board of the ship, they refused to depart from the bones to, I guess, depart from the bones, and would even attack anyone who would come close. Yeah. That just ratcheted up the creepiness a little bit more. That is horrible. Right. There is a fungus. Oh my god, this already freaks me out. There is a fungus, cordyceps, that can actually brain control insects. Oh, I know this fungus. It controls the snail, I think. Or some kind of, okay. That can actually brain control insects, forcing them to move to a higher location where they will eventually die and release more cordyceps spores. That is horrible. There's another one that attacks snails. I think it's a parasite, or is it? I think it's a parasite. And then, like, you can see it in the snail's like brain and eyes, like it just kind of pulsing there, and it just controls the snail and makes it like infect other snails, and just, yeah, it's pretty horrible. That is horrible, 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 scary. I love how that's my only response. Okay. The bottom of Lake Superior is cold enough that the bodies of dead sailors just remain. They don't really decompose. Oh my god. They don't really decompose because it's at freezing temperatures, so they instead get a coating of adipocere, I guess. I think that's how it's spelled, which is liquid body fat hardened around them. Oh, Gordon Lightfoot wasn't lying when he wrote, "The lake never gives up her dead." Oh my god, what the heck? The lake never gives up her dead. Oh my god, that is... Jesus, that gave me chills. Like, just imagine, like, whatever... Oh my god, all those bodies just float, probably like floating at the bottom, and just... and they're just frozen in time, and just... oh my god, why? Oh, this is interesting. I mean, terrifying, but also interesting. In 1975, the CIA had a heart attack gun. It kills people, and then the dart deintegrates. Just imagine what is classified now. Well, they also had Acoustic Kitty, which was... oh, alright. Well, they had a Acoustic Kitty operation in like 1960s. So, yeah. So, heart attack gun. Well, they had a lot of... listen, CIA had a lot of things. And I talked about this in another one of my... dude, I talked about so many things in other videos. CIA did some very questionable... This is from the video about the Plum Island incident. If you're interested, go to that video. It's the Plum Island. So you can see it in my, I think, Conspiracy... was it Conspiracy Chronicles playlist? Anyway... well, CIA had a huge kind of like, well, they had a role in like spreading disease in Cuba at one point to kill their livestock. They definitely had, you know, a hand in the Lyme disease spread. They were testing it out. They were testing out like weird bacteria and viruses on San Francisco at one point, I think in the 70s. There was an incident where they literally spread some pathogens or whatever, like some kind of bacteria as a test for a biological weapon over San Francisco Bay Area. That was, you know, that was pretty bad. So you can look it up. All right. Cannibals find the palm of the hand the tastiest. How the fuck do you know? How? Why? Joke's on you because they're eating that. Wait, joke's on them. I had my... oh my god. Someone commented, joke's on them. I had my dick in my hand before. Someone responded, joke's on you because they're eating that too. Why? Oh my god. Acoustic Kitty is the best spy. We need more spy kittens. No, but they literally... Okay, Acoustic Kitty operation was... it sounds fun. It sounds cute. It wasn't cute. Because they literally surgically injected the cat with, like, wires for listening. Like, for, like, microphone wires and, like, usually, like, just kind of, like, audio recording device. So they injected it under... Like surgically, just put the wires and the microphones under the cat's skin. And they were trying to get the cat to like, because it's like unsuspecting, right? Like the cats are just walking around. They were trying to use the cat to listen in, like just release it near the, I believe the Russian embassy in the States. This was in the 60s and, or 60s, 70s, something like that. And they were trying to listen in on the conversations, right? But the problem is Acoustic Kitty failed because cats do not listen to any sorts of demands. Like the cat was apparently very hard to train, as in he was not trained, he did not listen, he heard them. Because cats can hear you, they recognize that they're like you're calling them, they can recognize your voice and they recognize that, hey, you're calling them by their name and they recognize commands. They just ignore it because cats are assholes. Yeah. And it failed, obviously. They claimed that the cat survived. They removed the listening equipment and the cat, it was well and it was released, but... Come on now. Okay. I mean, Acoustic Kitty would be better if they just attach GoPros to their collar. That's how... Well, yeah, but they wanted to make it seem like, oh, it's a wild cat, it's a stray cat, right? Like with no collar, nothing. So they had to hide it somehow. To those who don't know, human flesh tastes like pork. Yeah, it does. That's why Robert Picton just kind of mixed it in with the pork, right? Because it was like, no, like if you, it's genetically very close. So if you were presented with a sausage made of like human and sausage made of pork, I think like blindfolded, you wouldn't be able to tell. Apparently, like it's that close. Like you would not be able to recognize it. So yeah. You would choose doggos over cats. Absolutely, anytime. Doggos and hamsters. Hamsters are actually pretty fun. Also crows. Dude, you know what they should have done? They should have like opted for crows. Crows and ravens are like super intelligent. You can actually train them. If you're nice. Okay, listen. If you encounter a crow in your neighborhood, if you feed it, and if you start continuously feeding it every day, it's gonna it will recognize that you're a friend, and it will actually like befriend you. You can actually befriend a crow and train it, and apparently it's gonna tell its friends or whatever, like the other crows, that hey, this is a good person. Like, oh, there's a source of food. This human is pretty chill. You can build a crow army. You can actually train them. Like apparently they can learn tricks. They are pretty intelligent. So you know. Yeah. Operation Acoustic Crow. Operation the Crow Army. I don't know. Okay. Oh my god. A fire whirl. Okay, this is terrifying. A fire whirl can go as big as an EF3 tornado. In 1923, such happened in Japan during an earthquake. The son of a bitch killed 38,000 people in less than 15 minutes. What the fucking Jesus? Why? Oh, it was the Kanto. All right, it was Kanto earthquake. What the fuck? They got hit by a tornado that was on fucking fire. I love how it's just like, that was on fucking fire in the middle of an earthquake that caused a tsunami, all while surrounded by firestorms. That is some sci-fi superstorm shit. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that's, yeah, 1923 Japan was not fun. Not that I know, but it was not fun. Yeah, that was a great earthquake. It was terrible. Okay, next one. Sea cucumbers are terrifying, I can tell you that. When alive, they are terrifying. When dead, they are also terrifying. They look kind of, I would never try, I'm sorry. Sea cucumbers have teeth in their ass to... Okay. Teeth in their ass to prevent pearlfish from sneaking in there and eating their balls. I mean, I can't blame them. Like, that's, you know, you do what you do what you have to do. You do what you gotta do to prevent your butthole from being I am regretting what I just said. But okay, listen, sea cucumbers, you do what you gotta do. It's okay. I'm regretting what I just said because I was going to say something else and yes. Okay. Someone commented same. Reddit people. I never thought I would see this sentence someday. Do they twerk to use their teeth? I mean, maybe. The fish still go in there though. Yeah, but listen, okay, the sea cucumbers are scary to begin with. Like, have you seen how they move? Like, they're, well, first of all, they are scary. Second of all, they have those like arms. They look like a, oh, like a plant, right? Like a plant just like with branches. And then those branches are fucking arms. And he just like, they just like swoop the fish or whatever, like the food, and you just put it in the middle of it. Like, I don't even, some risks are worth taking. Oh no. Oh no. Why? I would never thought I would hear that from you, Fear. Okay, listen. Sona, come on. Share with the classmates your thoughts. No, I don't want to finish that sentence. I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, I'm scared. I agree with Joshua. Sona should share her thoughts with the rest of the class. No, I'm okay. Just go this. It's okay. It's okay. I don't wanna. Wait. Okay, Elmer McCurdy was a failed Old West outlaw. His preserved body was put on display in a traveling carnival. Oh my god. And years later, he was eventually assumed to be a mannequin until he was used on set of the TV show The $6 Million Man. Excuse me? His arm accidentally fell off during the shoot, revealing bone and muscle, and that he was a corpse, not a mannequin. Holy fuck. Let me... Jesus Christ. I'm looking it up right now. It was, he died in 1911. He was an American outlaw who was killed in a shootout with police after robbing a train in Oklahoma in October 1911. Dubbed the bandit who wouldn't give up, his mummified body was first put on display at an Oklahoma funeral home. Why? What was the point of this? And then became a fixture on the traveling carnival and sideshow circuit during the 1920s and through the 1960s. Oh, as in like literally years, decades, and so on. After changing ownership several times, because now he's a commodity, I guess, he's a property, McCurdy's remains eventually wound up at the Pike Amusement Zone in Long Beach, California, where they were discovered by crew members for the television series The $6 Million Man and positively identified in December 1976. So he was buried at the Summit View Cemetery in Oklahoma, and yeah, that is scary as hell. Yeah. Well, great. So police were called and the mummified corpse was taken to the Los Angeles coroner's office. On December 9th, Dr. Joseph Choi conducted an autopsy and determined that the body was that of a human male who had died of a gunshot wound to the chest. The body was completely petrified, covered in wax, and had been covered with layers of phosphorus paint. Was he glowing in the dark? It weighed, I don't know how to pronounce it. It weighed approximately 50 pounds, 23 kilograms, and was 63 inches, 160 centimeters in height. Some hair was still visible on the sides and back of the head, while The ears, big toes, and fingers were missing. The examination also revealed incisions from his original autopsy and embalming. Why did they... I just failed to understand why did they embalm him? Like, what the heck? Wait. Freaking hell. Okay, whatever. He was not heavy. Tests conducted on the tissue showed the presence of arsenic, which was a component of embalming fluid until the late 1920s. So for anyone wondering how they didn't know the corpse was real, it was because it was a corpse covered in wax to look like a wax dummy. Damn. So he died in 1911. That is crazy. And he was eventually like identified in like 1970s. Crazy. Okay. Okay. After roping his blindfolded victims, the Golden State Killer would be super duper quiet and pretend like he was gone. And right when the poor victims would start to move towards the phone or try to untie themselves, he would scare the fucking shit out of them. This guy was an asshole. Good thing he was caught, but he was caught way too late. Way too late. And it turns out that he was a police officer, so make of it what you will. Like, it was crazy. Horrible case. I should talk about this at one point, but Jesus. And yeah, like he was arrested and sentenced to life in prison, I believe. I think it was like Jimmy D'Angelo or something. That's yeah, asshole. Jesus. Okay, next one. One reason, crows. Hey, crow fact. One reason that crows and ravens are associated with death is because they would often follow armies as they marched to battle. Being both carrion birds and extremely intelligent, they realized that a large group of armed men marching on one direction meant that there would be a tasty meal of corpses to eat soon afterwards. Oh my lord. I mean, intelligent birds, but also freaking scary. This is not the fact that I was expecting, but yeah, so they... I mean, it's kind of... wouldn't it be the same with like vultures? They would like follow? I don't know if vultures are intelligent, but wouldn't they follow like big groups of people? Because they're like, okay, well, there's a chance someone's gonna die and I will have a meal. Eee. That is pretty neat. I would like to subscribe to Crow Facts, thanks. I would definitely subscribe to that. Crow Facts. Wait, wait. Crows remember faces and hold grudges. I know that. Magpies also. My family feeds a couple of crows every day on our deck. We named them Russell and Cheryl. We are renovating the deck now and haven't fed them in a while as a result. One of the crows took a huge dump on me when I was sitting in the backyard last weekend. I don't think it was a coincidence. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, yeah, they are vengeful. Listen, you kind of take it away, right? Like, you take away what you've been giving them for days or for whatever, months, every day. And you bet your ass they're gonna take revenge. They're gonna be like, oh, no, this is... Cats are also pretty vengeful, too. Feed the crows. Just feed the crows. Crows have verbal dialects based on region. They can talk to their young or flock mates and instruct them on what humans to attack on sight or avoid by describing their face. Crazy. Okay, crows are terrifying, but also super interesting. But wow. Aim and fire. Corvids are so smart. Oh no. Ka, I am a bird. Additional facts. Wait, that's from Undead Rabbit. Additional fact. Ravens in Old Norse Viking society, the two ravens are Odin's messengers, traveling all around the 9 worlds and telling Odin what they saw and learned. Yeah, that's, maybe that was Russell and Cheryl. Maybe that's them. Okay, next one. Well, I have some very basic facts that you may or may not know, but they're fun. Crows remember human faces and can warn their friends about the assholes around the block. Yeah. They can remember the face of someone for 5 years, and it's linked to a stressful event. It's kind of the same with like magpies. And crows are one of the few birds who play. In fact, only 25 bird species have been documented to play. I've seen videos of crows playing in the snow. It's adorable. But also, like, what the heck? Alright. Hold up. Crocodiles can gallop like a horse. I don't like knowing this, so I am cursing you people with this knowledge as well. Fortunately, alligators cannot. But then, wait. So alligators are in Australia, isn't it? Or what's it? Wait, where are alligators at? Where are crocodiles and where do we find crocodiles and where do we find alligators? Wasn't like weren't alligators in like Australia and crocodiles in the States? Oh, Florida? Wait, hold up. Did I mix it up? Crocodiles. Okay. 27 species of generally large. Okay, crocodiles are in Africa, Asia, and the Americas, and the Americas and Australia. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected because it's like different species of crocodiles. And alligators are also, I guess like alligator. I thought it was like one kind as in, okay. I stand corrected. Oh, alligators are in North America. Hey, interesting. Interesting. Well, we know that gators are in Florida. Okay. So alligators are in Florida, in America. And then crocodiles are the ones that are all over the world. And they can gallop. So now you know. Now you know crocodiles can gallop. That's, you know, that is not fun. Wait. Oh god. Okay. Imagine being totally aware of someone performing CPR, but you physically can't move or respond. Well, that's what happens when you get bitten by a blue-ringed octopus. Oh, you guys talked about it. Blue-ringed octopus. You have approximately 6 minutes between being bitten and someone starting CPR to keep your heart and lungs functioning to ensure you survive. All whilst being totally aware of what is happening to you. Neurotoxins are fun. Neurotoxins are terrifying. What the heck? The really creepy thing about this is one story of a guy who got stung, got CPR performed on him and survived, but went blind because he was lying on his back, eyes open, unable to blink because of the paralysis, staring into the sun. Oh, imagine lying there, unable to move, unable to communicate, the sun slowly burning out your eyes and you can't shut them. Why? Oh my god, why? Oh, this is why. Yeah, you know what, I don't want to ever, I guess I'm not leaving my room ever. Like I'm not, because I was like, oh, this is why I'm never gonna go like to deep, like swimming in the ocean where there are likely some jellyfish, because holy shit. That sounds absolutely horrifying, absolutely awful. I think there's like, this just, why did it remind me of that? I don't know, but there's also like this apparently like parasite that just attacks your eyes and you can see it in the eye, like in the middle, the black thing, like you can actually see it, like like I've seen some video. Oh my god, I've seen some videos of like the parasites just kind of swirling in the eye. You can actually see it there. I don't know why this reminded me of that, but it reminded me of that. So now, because I'm creeped out, you guys have to be creeped out, and I've shared the knowledge and you guys can go on and share it with someone else. The US has lost 6 nuclear warheads in total. It still fascinates me that you can lose something. Lose! As in like, you don't know where it is? I thought like, oh, you know, because they used them. Like, oh, they lost them, but they used... No, they don't know where they are, okay? It still fascinates me that you can lose something like a nuclear warhead, much less 6 of them. I can imagine after the 3rd one, they're like, God damn it, not again. Oh no! Oh. Hey, can you grab the warhead? Sure. You're taking a bit long. Fuck. Oh, not again. Okay, that is terrifying. Again, I still blame you for killing my chances for sleep. Yeah, wait. Let me look up that parasite. Parasite in eyeball. Yeah. There's a couple of them. I don't want to. Okay, never mind. I don't want to see pictures. I do not want to see pictures. Okay. Your brain can play tricks on you to make you see monsters in the mirror, called the Troxler effect. The Troxler effect is an optical illusion that affects how you perceive things, both visually and mentally. Actually, I was reading about this. I don't know if this is the same condition, the Troxler effect, or another one, but there was a condition. I was reading a CNN article about it. There was a study run on people with this condition. They perceive people's faces as like demonic faces. Like literally the person helped kind of make a visual presentation of like representation of what they see when they look at people's faces, and they look like kind of like elves, demonic, like avatars. I don't know, like it's weird. It's really weird. Wait. Wait. There's seeing people's faces as there's like a rare disorder. Yeah, wait. Okay. Let me. Okay. Prosop. Oh, I can't. Fuck. I can't read this, but. Oh. So this is the condition. Like, meet a man who lives with a disturbing condition. This is how he sees people's faces. Apparently. That's how he sees people's faces. This is obviously normal. This is the. That's pretty creepy. Like, he helped because like apparently he only sees like this distortion, he only sees that distortion when he's like face to face with person, but like he can see the face like only in some situations. Yeah. Well, I guess the lady, like for 59-year-old Victor, oh no, a guy, sorry, Victor Shara. The terrifying symptoms began on a winter day in Nashville. That is horrifying. Wait, where is the proper something? Oh, okay, this one. This is the prosopmetamorphosia, I guess, or PMO, in which parts of the faces of other people appear distorted in shape, texture, position, or color. Objects and other parts of the person's body, however, typically remain undisturbed. I helped create a computer-generated 2D picture of what I see in faces, but there's so much more to it. Yeah. What people don't... So from a picture, they can't see that, but like, oh, in real life, they can actually see that distortion. So this is how it looks. That's pretty... creepy, pretty terrifying. Yeah, anyway. So I guess Troxler, so PMO and Troxler effect are kind of similar, sort of, but this one, like, oh, it sees, like, someone sees the monsters in the mirror, but this person, like, with the PMO, like, they actually see people's faces distorted like that in real life. Okay. I once read that you should play dead if a bear attacks you, unless if a brown bear attacks you, yes. Unless they start licking your wounds, because that means they plan to eat you. That still haunts me to this day. Edit. If it helps, I'm pretty sure I was reading about grizzly bears at the time during one of my fevered grizzly man rabbit holes. If it's black bear, fight back. If it's brown, grizzly, lie down. Yeah. Play dead if it's brown. If it's black bear, fight back. Good to know. I'm never going outside. Looks like me in the morning. What? Wait, the astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger most likely didn't die until they hit the water miles below the initial explosion. I think they actually no, they might have died like I don't know, like I saw like something about them dying in the cabin just like before they hit water. Okay. Okay, astronaut and NASA lead accident investigator Robert Overmeyer said, I not only flew with Dick Scobie, the commander, we owned a plane together, and I know Scope did everything he could to save his crew. Scope fought for any and every edge to survive. He flew that ship without wings all the way down. They were alive. Jesus Christ. If the sun exploded right now, you would be blissfully unaware of it for just over 8 minutes while the energy travels at the speed of light to get to you. Oh my god. This is horrible. So we would... Oh my god. I hope it explodes at night time just to be safe. Oh my god, this is horrible. Okay, there's a spider that gives you a 3-hour-long boner before you die from its bite. Edit, the boner it gives you is very painful, so it's not painful, not the good kind. It gives you painful boner, not the good kind. Oh my god. So avoid spiders. We have to, you know what, avoid everything. Just I should just get like one of those like, you know, sterile bubbles and just live in a bubble. It wasn't until 1987 that the American Academy of Pediatrics declared it unethical to operate on newborns without an... What? 1987? That is not that long ago. That the American Academy of Pediatrics declared it unethical to operate on newborns without anesthesia. Until surprisingly recently, the medical community felt it would be dangerous to give infants anesthesia and/or believed that they didn't feel pain. What the shit? Why? How? What? That's horrible. Someone commented, thank god I was born in 1987. Jesus. Yeah, like imagine being born in like 1986. Shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, mind you, like okay, to this day, which I don't know if you guys know about this, but to this day in 40 something, I think 46 states, and around the world, like in Poland, apparently it's also allowed. But like 40 something states, I don't want to lie, like I think it was like 45, 46 states, medical professionals or whatever, like if you're undergoing a surgery, they are allowed to conduct a pelvic exam on you while you're under anesthesia without your consent. It is allowed to study. Like, oh, medical students can walk in during your surgery and like conduct a pelvic exam with zero consent. Yeah. And in Poland, yeah, like in Poland also it's allowed, apparently. Or at least it was. I don't know how it is today. I don't know how it is now. It might have changed, honestly, but I'm pretty sure, like I was reading about the, like how many states, and it was like 40 something states, it's still allowed. So yeah, if you ever have surgery, I would like in advance, I would just like tell them like absolutely no pelvic exam. None of that. Like just do what you gotta do, but you're not allowed to, whatever. Well, I mean, I'm sleeping. I kind of don't care. Look at my pelvis. I lay spread eagle. What? No, but like there was apparently, like I was reading an article and there were some cases of like people, right, like waking up and it was painful. Like so they were confused because they're like, okay, well, I had, I don't know, abdominal surgery. Why am I hurting down there? Like what the fuck happened? Yep. Crazy. Polar bears are the only animals that are thought to actively hunt humans. Maybe not the only ones, but it's good enough. What? Oh god. There's a YouTube video of a polar bear trying to eat a photographer who was in a protective bubble. You can see the bear's teeth rasping against the walls. Jesus Christ. Also, polar bears are incredibly big. Like, we don't realize how big they are. They are huge, man. Huge. But the human body can be drained of blood in 8.6 seconds given adequate vacuuming systems. Yeah, I've experienced that in mortuary assistant. Well, not experienced, but they were draining the body of blood. And fluids. It took much longer than 8.6 seconds, but I don't know how accurate that game is. It looked terrifying. Eesh. I love how I was just like, the human body can be drained of blood in 8.6 seconds given the adequate vacuuming systems. And someone commented, not everyone can afford a Dyson. Not everyone can afford a Dyson, okay? It's gonna take longer. Most people smell different when they're awake. Oh yeah. I think most people, like, I know that our natural scent also depends on what we eat. Like, a lot of conditions, like what we eat, where we're from, right? Like what region, because that also determines like certain, like specific, I guess, like anatomical features of a human body. Like humans, right? Like people from different parts of the world have different features. And it also applies to smell. And obviously, like the way you smell, like it's affected by what you eat, what lifestyle you lead, and also well, also medical conditions. But that's, you know, like without medical conditions, like if we take that factor out, then yeah, like, oh, what you eat, how you live your life, how much you sleep, how much you exercise, everything. Yeah, like aside from like any cosmetic stuff, right? Like cosmetics that you might be using, but yeah. Wakes up. I smell colors. Oh no. All right. And next one. Since 1900s, over 13,000 people have been murdered by serial killers in the USA. Yeah, you know, there could be still active serial killers out there. It's just they found better methods to go undetected. Okay, female mummies in ancient Egypt were always more decomposed than their male counterparts. They discovered that this was because male bodies were embalmed a lot sooner than female bodies. Oh no. Female bodies were kept at the family home until they started to decompose in order to avoid necrophilia at the at the embalmers. Oh my god, okay. Is she ready to go to the embalmers? No, she's still pretty sexy. What the fuck? This is horrible. This is so creepy, but yeah, that sounds true. That sounds like it could happen, because some people are messed up like that and they would do this. And yeah, don't do that. Okay, next one. There are upwards of 300 active serial killers in the world. Yeah. Seems low, honestly. 300 is a lot, but out of 8 billion, famous last words though. I like this comment. Seems low, honestly. 300 is a lot, but out of 8 billion? Famous last words though. Why? Damn. The part that is insane to me is that people like BTK and Willie Picton, I guess Robert William Picton, yeah. Willie Picton, or William Robert Picton, I forgot which one was. Okay, Picton, were caught post-2000, but were active for a long time, decades prior. To me, that means there have to be some people out there today that have a high body count and haven't been caught yet. Oh, absolutely. Like Golden State Killer was caught years later. He was like already in his 70s or something when he was caught. It's crazy. Okay, I read a book a year ago that theorized that lots of serial killers just fade out and stop killing as time passes. Some never lose the urge and others grow out of it, so to speak. And once they hit that point, that they stop, they will likely never be caught / exposed. Or other people, or people like Samuel Little, who just got caught recently and is now the most prolific serial killer in US history. Investigators have linked him to at least 60 of the 93 murders he confessed to. Jesus. And they believe his other confessions to be credible. Plus, those creepy paintings he made of the victims. Oh, I've heard of this. I have to cover that case. But it's pretty crazy. It is horrible. Okay. Well, when you hear the stories about how some killers are caught, you realize that there are probably many, many more that don't get caught. I think the best example is the Unabomber, who was only caught because his brother noticed how he wrote, "You can't eat your cake and have it too," in his manifesto, and how he was absolutely obsessed with saying it that way. Oh yeah, I remember. That was Ted Kaczynski. Well, Kaczynski, I guess, but Kaczynski. In English, he was Polish descent. Not sure why I would mention that. Nothing to be proud of. But yeah, he was apparently has some Polish ancestors. Well, I mean, his name is Polish. So yeah. How is that a way to tell someone is a criminal? Well, I mean, I guess the brother just recognized that's the only reason why the Unabomber was caught, because the brother recognized the specific phrase used in a manifesto that his brother would say. So, you know, that tells you a lot about like the investigators. Like, what were the investigators doing? How did you not figure it out? Well, I mean, how did you not like catch him by other means that are at your disposal? Meanwhile, this witness, the brother, just like recognized it by one word or like one phrase. A single tiger has killed over 436 people in India. Tigers are scary too. Peeling off Scotch tape in a vacuum creates X-rays. We don't know why. What? Peeling off Scotch tape in a vacuum creates X-rays. We don't know why. Okay. Oh, sense of impending doom. Oh, okay. Is an actual symptom that often precedes your death. Usually in cases of heart attack. Very creepy for some of us that suffer from anxiety and panic attacks to begin with. Both share that symptom. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Sense of impending doom. Since 2007, at least 20 detached human feet have been found on the coast of the Salish Sea, and British Columbia. Well, British Columbia, that's actually a case that I've covered before. I think I covered it on Patreon, and it's just like, it turns out, like, obviously at the beginning people found it creepy because they were like, okay, is there a serial killer that cuts off people's feet and just drops them on the beach, like at the beach in British Columbia? No, it actually turns out that the currents just carry different, like, when bodies decompose in the water, like if someone drowns, I think feet and hands are like one of the first that could fall off. And also, like, oh, if the person is eaten by like sharks and whatnot, they usually don't go for feet first, so the feet are left, and so yeah, and the currents just kind of carried it there. It was just a crazy coincidence too. Yeah, so feet and hands. Okay, there is a parasite that enters a fish's mouth, eats the tongue, and replaces itself as the fish's new tongue. Why? Why? How? Why? Oh my god. What the hell? Why? I don't like that. I don't like this. Dear Lord, what the fuck? Unabomber's brother be like, Woodrow Wilson? Willy Wonka? Walter White? As a chronic panic attack sufferer, that can be confirmed, including walls closing in and the feeling someone is crushing your lungs. Jesus, that's scary. I saw a video about that. Yeah, like the severed feet in like British Columbia. That was pretty crazy. And don't look at the pictures. It's awful. I am not looking at the I'm not I will not look at the pictures of this parasite because holy shit. According to Abe Lincoln's bodyguard, Crook. Okay, can we stop and like... I don't know if I would trust a bodyguard whose name is Crook. I would be like, I don't want... I'm sure you're a wonderful person. If someone offered me a bodyguard whose name is Crook, I'll be like, I am sure you're a wonderful person, but you understand why I am a little bit hesitant to hire you and to have you defend, you know, protect my life when your name is Crook. Okay, so according to Abe Lincoln's bodyguard, Crook, apparently, he said Lincoln had a dream about his own assassination. Oh, I talked about this, and he saw a doppelganger 3 nights in a row before he was killed. Crook told Lincoln not to go to the fateful night, and all Lincoln said was, "Goodbye, Crook," before he went to the play. This was very odd, as Lincoln always said good night, not goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, Crook. Good night, not goodbye. You know, like there was a case where Lincoln also apparently, like allegedly, saw his doppelganger while he was like taking a nap, and his wife also saw the reflection, like the doppelganger in the reflection. And he said like, oh, the other Lincoln looked much more tired and like, I don't know, older, and it was kind of like a foreshadowing of his future. After getting stung by a cone snail, you don't feel the sting for a little bit. There is no anti-venom, venom, and it can be lethal. Treatment is basically keeping the victim alive until the venom wears off. Jesus. Cone snails are pretty freaky. Some of the most deadly ones can kill you in 30 minutes or less after they sting you. Oh my god, now I have to be afraid of snails? Are you kidding me? Jellyfish, fish, insects, snails, dogs, cats, what else? Tigers, monkeys, chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are pretty like aggressive too. Everything. The sun, the beach, the CPR. You have to be afraid of that too. Octopus. New Fear Unlocked. Everything. Yeah, it's literally everything. Okay. Their shells are super pretty too. So any beachcomber should be aware of these creatures and know how to pick up a shell carefully, just in case someone might still be inside. Yeah, don't pick up shells at the beach. Honestly, just don't. I guess shells at the beach. Seashells. New Fear Unlocked. Do not touch. Blobfish in its natural habitat looks like a normal fish, but it lives so deep underwater that it doesn't use a normal gas bladder to keep itself balanced. Instead, it has a spongy skin that is slightly less dense than water, which becomes damaged and bloated when fishermen bring it up too quickly. It's not really the ugliest fish. Oh no, we made it that way. Oh no. It's not really the ugliest fish. It has just experienced something worse than one of us being thrown into outer space. Oh, between sea level and space, there's one atmospheric pressure of difference. Between sea level and 2,000 feet underwater, their upper limit, there's 60 atmospheres of difference. Poor blobfish. Oh. And everyone's like, oh, this is the ugliest fish in the world. No, we made it into a monster. Why? We made it that way. It's still cute. I still love it. Blobfish have done nothing wrong. You've done this to me. You did this to me. Oh. Okay. I think we can end it at that. I think we can finish it at that. This is okay. It was very interesting, very creepy. I am not sleeping tonight, and I don't think you guys are sleeping either. Remember, crows can be your friends, but if you stop feeding them, they can poop on you every freaking day and tell their friends to shit on you too. You can get a parasite in your eye. There are probably 300 serial killers out there active right now. Blobfish was wronged by the humanity, and What else? What else did we learn today? What else did we learn? Oh yeah, and fear everything. And if the sun explodes, you will not know for at least 8 minutes, so... Yeah, I mean, you know, that's it. Oh yeah, and you might be aware when someone is doing CPR on you. If you get stung by a jellyfish. Wait, doesn't that mean we're technically the UFO of the sea? Yeah, essentially, yeah. Whoever is like, whatever animals live in the sea, they're like, aliens from above, from the surface. So take away from this stream, new fear unlocked, everything, everywhere, at any time. Well, sleep is for the weak anyways. Yeah, exactly. Just be afraid. Be afraid, be cautious. You know what? You know all those like lifestyle influencers that, you know, come out here and on YouTube or on social media and tell you, like, don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid of your life. Don't be afraid to go out there. No, be afraid. Be terrified. I'm telling you how it is. Be afraid of everything. Everything can kill you. And you know, if you want to live, just fear. Just use fear to survive. Okay, I always knew Sona fears everything. I am afraid of everything. Yes, fear the unknown. Fear the unknown. Fear the known. Fear every day. And you know, just remember, just don't forget about fear. That is gonna keep you alive. Sona's fearfluencers. Yeah, I'm a fearfluencer. If anything, everything is terrifying. Be afraid. Exactly. Be cautious and take calculated risks. Just be smart. Yeah, just be afraid, but be smart. That's it. She said her signature. Yeah. I fear Sona. Lol, get it? Hey. Use fear or use fear. Fear Sona. Yeah, fear me too. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you had fun. I appreciate that you showed up, that you hung out with me. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Also, I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. I'll be hanging out on Patreon. We're gonna just watch some scary videos. We'll just continue with that. And then on Sunday we have a true crime stream here on YouTube, another terrifying case. And then the last week of, actually, let me just pull it up because so this is okay. So the next week I will have on the 31st, we're gonna have a Patreon hangout with Platinum, Ruby, and Diamond tiers. And I hope I can run, I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna let you guys know what's gonna happen. But essentially I wanted to run some kind of event. I want to host some kind of event, be it a true crime quiz or something else, where I essentially, like, I will have a prize for the winner. So there's gonna be some merch, some pretty nice merch that you guys can win. And yeah, I'll share the details soon. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. Stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Be afraid of everything, and bury your hexes, or just, you know, because hexes are also dangerous. You can hurt yourself with it, so be afraid too. Just be cautious and fear everything. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.